In this video, I will summarize a few points where I find that Sadhguru is not speaking true to the Vedic scriptures and therefore being a misleader instead of a leader, being a cheater instead of a teacher. With all due respect, these points will be given in this video.
I have to admit that I have neither read the Gita, nor the Vedas, nor the Upanishads, nor even the Yoga Sutra. I've never studied anything. The most profound literature that I read, I read English literature just for fun because I like the language.
First thing he says is that he has not read Bhagavad Gita or the Vedas or the Puranas. It is said that for one to be a guru, he has to be validated by having his own guru. So I don't know who his spiritual master is or who his guru is. Second, one must speak from Shastra. So the Shastra means the scriptures, the Vedas, the Puranas, Bhagavad Gita. These are what Shastra is. And then sadhus. One has to be coming in a line of other saintly people. And other saintly people should be able to say yes to these statements as they are received in the tradition. So if he hasn't studied himself these books, has never read them, and we don't know exactly who is his own spiritual master, and we don't see a line of other saintly persons, parampara, then red flag. Hence, we say a cheater, because then he will make up his own understanding, which is speculation. And as we go ahead, we will see that also he quotes Bhagavad Gita.
So everybody is quoting Gita, let me also quote. At some point it seems Arjuna asked, I don't know, it's been whether made up by somebody, it's really in Gita, please correct me if it is so.
I applaud him for apologizing that it may not have been said in Bhagavad Gita by Arjuna, but then he goes on to misquote Arjuna.
It seems Arjuna asked that, where is this truth that you're talking about? This intangible, unperceivable truth, where is it?
Arjuna didn't try to know the impersonal. He wanted to see the personal feature of Krishna after Krishna showed him the universal form. This is in Bhagavad Gita, the 11th chapter.
It seems Krishna laughed and said, it's at the tip of your nose. Now there are many schools of yoga which are intensely focusing on the tips of their noses and getting headache. Try and see.
Sadhguru will make jokes about some things that are very serious, and in this way cheating the crowd who generally want to be entertained. It is Krishna who mentions the process of yoga in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He instructs Arjuna about finding a sacred place, laying down kusha grass, making the seat not too low, not too high, putting their deer skin, how to sit in Padmasana lotus position, how to keep the eyes half closed, and how to stay at the tip of the nose in performing proper meditation.
But by focusing on the tip of the nose, enlightenment will not happen, headache is guaranteed.
Ultimately, this leads to what is known as samadhi or trance. And Krishna makes the point that one who's always fixed in mind in the Supreme is the topmost of yogi. So this is not something about people getting headaches, although the joke is funny. The point is that the guru is supposed to assist the disciple to get out of the cycle of birth and death, give him moksha. So the point of being teacher versus cheater. Then Sadhguru proceeds to practically insult all the cultures of the world that recognize God's existence.
Whatever knowledge you have about God is just pure nonsense, cultural nonsense. Depending upon which kind of culture you are in, that kind of God you have, isn't it? It can only be experienced. Experience does not mean you can eat it or you can grasp it. No, you can experience only by dissolving in it. There is no other way. So, we are just looking for methods of dissolution so that we can experience something far bigger than ourselves.
He calls it, whatever conception of God you have is cultural nonsense. So, you think about this, you consider. The scriptures describe Ete Changsa Kala Pungsa Krishna Stu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. That the incarnations that have been described, this is in Srimad Bhagavatam, there are many. There they've given maybe over 20, but it is said Nanavataram Akarod Bhuvane Sukhintu. There's unlimited expansions, incarnations of the Supreme Lord. But Krishna's tu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the source of all these incarnations. Brahma has said, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sava Karana Karanam. Krishna is the cause of all causes. So a real guru will teach what the scripture says. And Bhagavad Gita is accepted by all Hindus. How is it such a big voice in the Hindu world does not acknowledge what is being said in the foremost scripture, Bhagavad Gita? He doesn't acknowledge the speaker who mentions that he is the Supreme Lord. That is why I am putting this out for your intelligent consideration. Is this cheating, or is this what a true teacher, a guru, should be giving? Thank you for spending time. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing your comments and interactions in the comment section. See you in the next video. Hare Krishna.